Best formation and tactics for Soccer Manager 2022. Do support this small channel with a like and a subscribe. These tactics helped me win the league in the first season itself. Yes, I did not dominate the league, but it helps cut down on the number of losses. I also won the League Cup in the first season, along with the FA Cup and also the big UEFA Champions League, all in my first season with Manchester United. This is the Champions League final match to show you how these tactics work. So basically it's a modified 4-3-3 tactic. I will explain in detail about the formation and tactics after the match. I will just do a few changes before the match starts. For big games, you have to put your main players in the team, your highest overall players in all positions. Make sure in substitutions at least take one goalkeeper, one defender, one midfielder and one forward. For important matches you can boost ratings, but I normally don't boost ratings. Bayern Munich also has a very strong team, but this particular formation and tactics are mostly for strong teams. I normally do not play the long match, I always play quick match. In quick match you can make substitutions only at half time. For these particular formations and tactics, you do not have to make any changes during the match, no matter what the assistant says. The only thing you do during the match is make substitutions. This goes if you play the long match or you play the quick match, do the same. Remember not to change any tactics during the match and make your substitutions in the second half. So let's see in the first Champions League final how well these tactics work. You can see here it shows aggregate score, but this is the finals. It's a glitch from beta. So here you go, the first goal. Rashford basically runs through the defense and shoots. The first goal goes in the 27th minute. Bayern Munich then score their first goal. The equalizer goes in the 37th minute. You can see that these tactics hold position very well. At halftime, just make your substitutions, do not change anything in tactics. Try to substitute players who have low stamina. Also substitute players whose match rating is low. So here I made one change in defense, one change in midfield and one change in the forward line. Yes, I did remove Ronaldo in the Champions League final. It's all square in the first half. Let's see how the second half goes. No tactics were changed, only substitutions were made. A tap-in goal for Felix in the 50th minute. You can see how well the position is holding high still. Even with such a big team, your position is still high with these tactics. 53% may not look high, but if you see other tactics, you'll struggle to get 35%. The third goal goes in the 85th minute. The match ends 3-1. The aggregate score is a glitch. Won the Champions League finals in the first season itself. It gives you a good prize money of 25 million. As you can see, these tactics give you a lot of midfield possession. So this is the modified 4-3-3 formation. This formation works to strengthen the midfield and play through the middle. Move your left back and right back into defensive midfielder central position and put them to where they are currently positioned in the formation. Take your central midfielder and position him one position behind as a defensive midfielder. Place them as shown above in the formation. This formation makes you very strong in the center. Make sure your team chemistry is also high. Do not just say the tactics do not work. Many of the defenders as well as midfielders can play in the defensive midfield center position, so you will easily get players to fill these positions. For player roles, I do not change anything. Whatever the player's role is, I let it be as it is. It normally automatically chooses the best role for each player, depending on the player position and also the player style. Now for the team instructions. For the captain, penalty taker, free kick takers or corner takers, just choose the player who has the highest rating for that particular task. If you have any personal favorites, you can always choose that, but it's best to choose the player who's highest rated in that particular task. For general team instructions, for width, put it as normal. Put the team mentality as attacking, because this formation is very defensive, otherwise you will not win matches. Since I'm playing with Manchester United and I have all fit players, keep the tempo as fast. If your players are not rated high, you can change the tempo as per your players' stamina. And keep the creativity at normal. For attacking team instructions, for passing style, use mixed. For attacking style, choose through the middle, since this formation is very strong in the middle of the field. For forwards, choose shoot on sight. For wide play, choose work the ball in the box, since you anyways do not have any wide players in this formation. And for defensive team instructions, for pressing, choose all over. For tackling style, choose normal. For the back line, also choose normal. This formation is mostly for tough matches and tough opponents. You will normally not score too many goals using these tactics. You also won't lose many matches using these tactics. I use other tactics for scoring goals and playing weaker teams. I also use the other tactics for wide play, and I use this one for playing through the middle. If you want one single tactic and you do not want to change every single game, then you can use this one. This one is the most effective tactic for a complete season without changing it every match. This is a modified 4-4-2 tactics which I use as my secondary tactics. I use these tactics to attack through both wings. These tactics do give me a lot of goals. I will make a separate video on the details about these tactics. The team instructions for these tactics are different from this one. For players who close matches when they lose and play the match again, this is a good second tactic also for that. Do support this small channel with a like and a subscribe.